What's up? It's week like what? Holy shit, how many weeks?
Week 16. Week 16 coming up, man.
Sweet 16, baby. Mm-hmm. That was a little pervy comment right there.
You would do that. By the way, Chris Hansen's going to be knocking at your door. Wants you to take a seat.
What's the youngest? Oh, you've been single for a while. What's the youngest you've gone on a date with so far?
Well, in this current era or in the past?
Just in this current era, this current iteration of Tree.
Dude, like 31, 32. Like, I don't really go that young. Because, like, I feel like if you go, like, 25 or younger, you just don't really relate to them, and it's just not the same.
What's the largest age gap? What's the largest age gap you've ever experienced?
Probably 10 to 12.
Yeah,
but this was, like, older. So this was like when I was in my 20s.
Yeah. Mine's still a 29-year-old. An entire 18-year-old was in between me and her. I could have had a kid and yeah, I basically had a kid from the time that before she was even.
Age ain't nothing but a number, baby, as long as it's legal.
Yes. Of course. Yes. All right. There was football. There was a lot of football. Mm-hmm. There was football last night. There was football here. There was football there. There's football everywhere. There's been other stuff. The Yamamoto sweepstakes still going on. Mm-hmm. The Eagles, they tried to slickly switch out Matt Patricia in a D coordinator.
No. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The Rangers are playing the Maple Queefs tonight. And, it should be a good night of sports. And we're all glad that you're here to witness us talk the shit. Oh,
we are witnessing the hell.
Oh, Rangers are 0-0 after 2 periods.
Ooh, interesting. Mm-hmm. Expecting high-end talent to come in for Toronto, but
yeah.
I mean, they beat the shit out of the Penguins on Saturday. Because it's like I finished up the Colts. It was like, quick, do a impromptu Pens Leaf stream. And then suddenly it's like 4-0. I'm like, fuck it, I'm done. It turned into like 7-0.
Yeah, the Steelers and the Giants suck now. We all lost on clickbait. Like, we're all just.
Well, that's called hopium crashing down to reality.
Yeah, basically. It sucks. Okay.
You might be using the wrong mic. I mean, you have a bit of an echo.
Oh, no, I've got it turned away. Sorry. My bad. Is my mic broken? Hold on. Let me make sure. Oh, no, this is bad. Hold on.
What's up?
There. Sorry, I was using the wrong mic. My bad. Does that sound better, everybody?
Yeah, it does.
I'm sorry.
I thought it was a weird echo. I'm like, what's going on there? Because I didn't notice it either.
The mic broke in my AirPods, so I need to get new AirPods. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why I went to the default. Holy shit. This is a dumpster fire. We've been doing this for 8 years now.
Well, that's my fault for not noticing it in the pre-stream.
Yeah. Do you have is your nose red? Do you have a little flu?
No, I just shaved, so it's probably something to do with that. My nose is always
how does
red.
your nose get red when you shave?
My nose always is red for whatever reason, especially when it's cold. It's weird.
I had a date on Monday and she canceled because she has the flu and she hasn't texted since.
Yeah, she has the 5 points flu. That's what happens.
Yeah, she caught 5 points flu. Poor girl.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm not sweating it. I don't sweat anybody. Got to put the work in on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And then nothing will bother you. Okay.
Right.
You read some Snoops while I set up the tier maker.
I thought you did the super earlier, but whatever. Instinctive 30. We should change the New York Giants to the New York Midgets. Thank you for the win, 5. Also, the false hope for the Steelers is dead. I mean, a false hope for a lot of teams is dead right now, man. I mean, here I am, like I huffed the hopium, and this is the result I get. So that's what it is. Red Rhino 49. Tree, can you do the Hurricanes man promo for the Carolina Panthers? I might have to. Tickets are like $8 for Week 18 versus Tampa Bay. Like,
you want to go?
Maybe. I mean,
I'm thinking about it. Like, I mean,
Charlotte's a pretty easy flight. I mean,
for me too.
Like multiple flights because Charlotte
I'm gonna look that
Pittsburgh's
up in one
terminal.
Second. Yeah. I'm
And
going to
now
look that up in 1 second.
But yeah, tickets are like $8 for upper deck, and like nobody was at that Atlanta Panthers game. But and their excuse, it was pouring down rain.
Yeah, and that was one of the ugliest games ever. And Arthur Smith should be fucking executed.
Arthur Smith is Arthur Smith. I mean, that is peak Arthur Smith. What
and
he was running third and long. He was just running the ball. Like, dude, throw it.
And Arthur Blank, who he must have nude pictures of or something, said that he's going to come back next year already.
Really? What?
Mm-hmm. That's what a bunch of reports said. That they've already agreed to bring him back. I doubt that.
Well, no. What they're saying is we'll let the season play out and go from there. But we'll see.
Yeah, well, some people have told me that they're bringing him back.
But the problem with Arthur Blank, he's running it like it's Home Depot. You can't do that. That's the same issue we had with Dan Quinn.
Yeah, but then Dan Quinn got him to it. Dan Quinn should have, if it wasn't for Kyle Shanahan, Dan Quinn would have won him a Super Bowl. Yeah,
but then they never recovered and they kept choking.
Yep, they did.
Justin Ziegler. Eagles, I know Hurts was sick and not 100%, but you blew. As fan was with a pencil, a better DC. Have Bradbury on the team and stall in the fourth quarter. In shorty, you slammed it in the car door. Oh, yeah. That was definitely a way for Philly. They did slam their penis in the car door.
I slammed my penis in the car door. You slammed your penis in the car door.
Yep. For the
Sean
20th
Albert.
Show.
I mean, dude, nothing wrong with slamming your penis in the car door. Me watching the Pistons attempt to record the NBA's longest losing streak of all time has been a spectacle. Don't be surprised if they make MJ's 2011-12 Bobcats look like MJ's 95-96 Bulls. I mean, I've been gazing at it at a glance like they're a fucking disaster.
They have a lead the other night and then they lost it. Did they break the streak?
No, they're at 24. They lost last night.
God. So I remember when I was a kid, the Mavericks started out a season like 4-54. And that was the roughest I've ever seen.
11-12 Hornets. And remember, they lost the lottery that year. Just the Pistons are going to get fifth in the draft lottery. We all know this.
The Pistons are 2-25. They lost 24 straight.
And they started 2-1. Like, it's hilariously bad. It is so bad.
God.
Yeah.
So bad.
This is the epitome of being a Piston. Yeah, their roster is like full of like failed first-round
Cunningham.
Cade Cunningham. He's like the only one doing anything.
Bojan Bogdanovic, who just
Bojan Bogdanovic. They could have traded 2 first-round picks for him. Like, he's gone in like a month or two.
Jalen Duren, Killian Hayes. Oh my gosh!
Like, they have some high draft picks that have never panned out. Like, they have Marvin Bagley and Kevin Knox on that team. Like, it's hilarious. Remember Kevin Knox?
Yeah.
He had like 1 year with the Knicks, and then he just went to shit.
All these players too, all their pictures. Almost none of them are in Pistons jerseys. Like,
oh yeah, they're all trades. James Wiseman too. The old
Marvin Bagley.
Yep, Marvin Bagley. Like, they have a bunch of failed first-round picks. It's hilarious, and none of them are developing.
Who's Oscar Thompson? Who the fuck is that? The fuck?
I mean, I don't know. As I said, I don't really follow the NBA all that well, but it's fucking pain.
That one guy.
Because the NFL is rigged. I'm calling it now. The NFC North is going to come down to Week 18 Vikings Lions. No, that's going to be AFC East. They need one big game, dude.
It's going to be, dude. Why the playoff picture is wild, dude.
Yeah, I mean, there's some solidification, but for the most part, like, Jacksonville's collapsed, so the AFC South is a title now. Philly, the Eagles still control their destiny in the NFC East, which is fucking shocking, considering how shit they've been. But if they went out and they have
they got the Giants. Yeah, they got the Giants and the Cardinals.
I mean, they're dead men walking, so they could win out and still get the number 2 seed, and that's depressing.
Yeah, but San Fran's gonna rack that up.
Oh, yeah, they're getting the number 1 seed easy. Smooth Criminal 12. The Royals have spent more money on free agents than the Red Sox. What kind of timeline are we living in? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Royals
The
have
Mets,
spent money. I mean, they have Michael Wacha, Hunter Renfroe.
What?
I think they got a few other guys, too.
What's the story with the Red Sox? Why are they not spending any money anymore? Is Fenway Entertainment?
It's Fenway Sports Group. They're trying to maintain cheapness, and I think like either that or they're trying to gun for somebody like a Yamamoto. But even then, it's once again they've been cheap ever since they won that World Series. They got content. They fired Dombrowski. They tried to bring in Chaim Bloom, and it just turns into just like Tampa Bay. And then they fire Chaim. They bring in Breslow, and it's just. They've been very quiet. They trade for Dugo, and then they go get Tyler O'Neill, which is an interesting piece, but that's to save money.
Yeah, I think when they let Mookie Betts just walk, that signaled to their fans like, "Hey, we don't care about winning anymore."
They traded him, but I mean,
the same
thing.
They basically let him walk. They basically let him walk.
Darian Clark. 2023 Eagles plus horrible coaching equals 2020 Steelers that went 11-0. Mm-hmm. They're giving me those vibes. The problem is their offense is it's a mess, and Matt Patricia calling plays now. So
the defense kind of sucked. They only put up 17 points against the Seahawks, and the Seahawks are ass cheeks defensively. Like a lot of teams score on the Seahawks. And anyways, all right, let's go to the tier maker. Let us.
Earl Flambe, I did not get your Christmas card yet, but I haven't checked my channel PO box yet, so I'll probably check that tomorrow.
He sent a package for me to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a dick pic. It's all those packages. Cool. Ooh, would you trade Matt Patricia for Joe Barry? That is like shit for shit.
Oh. Thank you, Joe Barry, for being the biggest punchline in the NFL now that Matt Canada's gone. Like Joe Barry has taken over.
Joe Barry. Oh, dude, like if we invested $1 every time they gave up a 2nd and long, 3rd and long, or 3rd and 4th down, we'd be millionaires by now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
God,
dude.
Vanilla Joe.
Mm-hmm. Vanilla Joe Barry.
Right. First game. This happened a while ago again. The Raiders, the Chargers are just trash.
Piping, just sheer fist right trash. In the ass and just really just punching up there. Oh, everyone said that Justin Herbert was the problem. Now you see how bad they are without him. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm going to say.
Mm-hmm. Staley gets fired after the game.
Did you hear that press conference after the fact? Every question is just pretty much asking, hey, Brandon, why are you such a fucking hack? And then he has to just answer it. It's like, sorry, buddy, you fucking suck. Get
plays. I'm calling the defense.
Spoiler alert, he shouldn't have called the defenses.
Yeah. Are you still calling the defense, Brandon?
Well, he's calling the defenses when he's assembling the picket fence in his yard. So,
again, coaches don't care that they get fired. They're getting paid either way.
I do have to interrupt. We did get a fitty. We got a couple fitties.
Over the couch.
For Justin Ziegler, we got praise to Jeebus.
And then I got a gritty back.
You would do the gritty. Crazy son of a bitch. Tree, if Nick Sirianni is made lolcow of the week, make it me. Not only do I root for this team, I found out someone who I was talking to is dating someone else this weekend. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry.
Oh, yeah, that happens. Hey,
problem is people play the field. It's just weird.
Listen, Justin, I'm going to give you some advice. All right. When someone leaves you or ghosts you, work on yourself. What you should be doing this whole time is work on yourself.
That's what I did this summer.
Right. When you are the best version of you, it's not going to bother you when someone who doesn't deserve you wants to date or leave you, because you're worth it for somebody better. That person's wrong for you. They don't want to date you. Okay?
Remember, dude, it's always darkest before the dawn. I know you've been dealing with a lot of shit too, but I mean, we're rooting for you, brother.
Yeah, work on yourself.
If I find you, I'm buying you a couple drinks.
Mm-hmm. We will buy a couple drinks. Thank you.
And Joseph Naharian, I'm smoking that NFC East pack tonight. The Giants improved their draft position, and all our rivals embarrassed themselves. Oh, dude. The commies always embarrass themselves, though.
You said there was another 50 bomb?
No, I think that was the only one.
That was the only one. Okay. Anyways. All right. The Raiders, where are they? They're in like a football hell,
the football
right?
hell. They are football hell.
Yeah.
I mean, they are improving, but the problem is their season was lost the moment they brought back Josh McDaniels.
The Bengals go out and beat the Vikings. The Jake Browning era is here, everyone.
Vikings fucking choked. I mean, Nick Mullins cost them that game. And I know like he had decent stats, but if you look at most of his touchdowns, they were all like random backyard. How the hell did they catch this football throws?
Aren't they still wild card?
Yeah, they are wild card. They are the 6th seed. And they have lost 2 straight. They play Detroit twice, though, so
yeah,
it's going to be tough.
It's going to be tough for them. But, the Detroit has been terrible in the division, though. Terrible.
You never know. I mean, they did lose. I think they did lose to Minnesota earlier in the year, didn't they? Wait, they lost to Green Bay and Chicago.
Oh, actually, no. Detroit's 5-2. No, they lost to teams they should have beaten, which is
They lost to Green Bay. They lost to
Chicago. Sorry, I'm not bad. Man, the Lions are 10-4. Holy shit!
Yeah.
What is this? What universe are we in, where the Lions are good and the Patriots are bad? The NFL is so scripted.
Well, I mean, it was only a matter of time before the Patriots lost their shit, and everyone's happy for that. Nobody.
The Bengals are wild card, aren't they?
They are wild card. They are the 6th seed. And I mean, the Bengals, they did come back. They did lose a few big pieces to DJ Readers out for the year, which is going to be crucial for them. And Jamar Chase might be out for a little bit of time. But the problem is, too, like they've got Pittsburgh this week. They got another easy opponent. Mason Rudolph, the reindeer and headlights, is going to be starting. So they should tee the fuck off on that dude.
I got to turn my heat down, but it doesn't matter because we're going to ISO you. Are the Steelers going to the playoffs?
They're going Super Bowl. We all know they're going to the Super Bowl. You know what they got to do? They got to go on SeatGeek. They look up the Super Bowl tickets and then use code TREE to save $20 off their first purchase. Fucking kill me. Yeah. This is what I get for huffing hopium. The problem is too. I expected them to at least show fight. I mean, I've wanted Tomlin fired since 2018, and I've been pretty vocal about that. And I know a lot of people have been trying to doubt me, but at the same time, I could always at least comfort myself by saying that the players loved him, he was motivating them, and they played hard. This game was one of the first times in recent memory that I saw a team quit. They checked out. They did not play well. They got gashed by the run repeatedly, mauled in the trenches. You're out of safeties. KZ decided to become Mike Mitchell. He's out for the year. Minka might be out for the year. Trenton Thompson was out with injury, so you're down to Miles Killebrew and probably practice squad fodder, maybe Shandon Sullivan. The offense is puke. Mitch Trubisky fucking sucks. Najee Harris is Trent Richardson 2.0. And your skill positions are mutinying. George Pickens just came out and said, you know what? I don't want to play anything because I don't want to block because I don't want to get injured. It's like, dude, that's a business decision. You're on a team that had Hines Ward and Juju Smith-Schuster have some of the biggest wide receiver blocks in football. The fact that you're not blocking is like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Just get the fuck out of here. But at the same time, I mean, season's pretty much over. You've lost 4 or 5. It's another collapse. You've pretty much pissed away a playoff spot right now because you had a golden opportunity to do something and you just it didn't. By the way, your Rangers scored.
Yes.
Well, it was like a fluke play. It was off like a deflection off the leaf.
Oh, it's 1-1.
Very weird.
1-1.
Really? 1-1? I thought it was 1-0.
No, they just scored to tie it up. The fuck?
Oh, I'm seeing it now. The high end talent.
Yeah, Austin Matthews.
Oh yeah, the high end talent. It's the high end
scored,
talent.
And then Austin Matthews scored right after. So
that's what tends to happen.
Toronto. It's going to be.
But the problem with like a team that quits, like a Pittsburgh, is that Indianapolis, they're not a talented team, but they'll pounce on teams that play like shit. That's been their MO. And Pittsburgh played like shit. They deserve to lose. Better team won. Pittsburgh gave up 30 unanswered points. And, I mean, with their schedule coming up, they might not win another game. And the sad part is it might be for the best. So, honestly, they're not even worthy of football hell. Throw them right in trash.
Oh, my God.
Just trash right now.
Wow.
You've lost 4 or 5 to 2 of the – like, you've lost to a Browns team with Dorian Thompson-Robinson. You lost to the 2-win Arizona Cardinals. You lost to the 2-win New England Patriots with Bailey Zappi. And you've lost to the Indianapolis Colts, who are your best opponent in this time frame. You are trash.
Trizzle.
Pure trash.
Trizzle. The other thing is, like, how valuable is Kenny Pickett if these are the game? Like, if y'all.
That's the problem, though. Everyone was saying that Mitch Trubisky wasn't much of a downgrade. Oh, he's a downgrade. Trust me. Kenny Pickett would have won maybe 1 or 2 of these games because he wouldn't have thrown those awful picks. Like, say what you will about Pickett. He's clutch. He doesn't turn the ball over.
Okay. And then the Colts, what are they? Like a wild card?
They're a wild card. They're a wild card.
Oh
They are the 7th seed.
They are what you wish you could be. What you thought. You were.
I mean, if they make it, they're getting their ass kicked. But it's a great story. Steichen should be coach of the year if they do make it, though.
Shane Steichen. All right, read some supers. Now we got a little super break.
We'll do that. Joe Batson, need a double clip from my Jags. Tottenham were fucking shit. We definitely slammed our penis in the car door. Oh, yeah. Well, speaking of which, I wish this were Fulham because otherwise this would be definitely a we're fucking shit. I got to find that clip. But in the meantime, he did slam.
I slam my penis in the car door. You slam your penis in the car door.
Fucking shit! We're 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 fucking shit!
And that number is also what the Buffalo Sabres are saying right now. They are fucking shit.
What's the worst franchise now in sports, in the active sports?
Detroit Pistons.
The Pistons, then the Sabres, and then
maybe the
Panthers.
Sabres. I mean,
Panthers just won them.
I mean, dude, like the Sharks were pretty bad for a bit too. And yeah, the Jackets just scored again. They are definitely fucking shit. It's 5-1. And the Jackets are terrible this year.
Yeah. The Rangers have taken them beyond the woodshed a couple times.
I thought the Sabres were going to make the playoffs. I thought they were going to make that jump. But yeah, I was wrong.
Yep.
I'm a fucking moron. I mean, they might fire Granato now. Michael Orme for 10. Cry, Eagles, cry. It's refreshing to know the Seattle still owned the Eagles since 2008. A much-needed win. Dude, that saved your season. If they lost that game, they probably don't make the playoffs. But now they have kind of an easier schedule. I think they have Arizona. I think the Rams. No, I don't know if they have the Rams, but they do have a few other teams. I have to look this up now. I know they do play Arizona. They play Titans, Steelers, and Cardinals. So they could win all 3. 2-1 at worst.
Could.
Black Toad. Sup, guys? I love thoughts on the Purdy MVP talks. To me, it's identical to Warner versus Falk. So if we said Warner deserved, then IMO Purdy does too. I'd say Purdy.
Purdy is
Dak
like
is up there.
Dak is, but
CMC.
Yeah, Dak lost a lot of stock this weekend.
Yeah, but that was more just because of just Buffalo just playing over their heads.
Yeah, CMC. I think it's between CMC and Purdy, like just like Warner versus Falk. But I think Purdy's going to get it just for the quarterback bias. Like, wouldn't that be crazy? A Lozman Trophy winner winning the MVP? Be awesome, dude.
Yeah, it's the ultimate steal.
Underdog story. And he didn't even have an elbow last year.
Nope. I mean, remember, he was. We were live streaming that game. He could only throw 2 yards. David Benjamin, the rate of alcoholism is increased by 10,000% in Pennsylvania with the Steelers and Eagles both losing. Right in time for Christmas, too.
Who comes and delivers the alcohol to you in Pennsylvania?
Well, it's actually state. It's wine and spirit stores, so we have to go to a state store to get it.
Oh yeah. That's how
we
it is
can't
in
actually get
Virginia.
at a convenience store or anything like that. Like
You can't
it took
get
a
any
while.
alcohol at like 7-Eleven or anything.
You can get beer and wine, but no.
Same here.
But the problem is, like, it took a while for that to happen. Like, we can't
Can you get
liquor.
seltzer? Can you get like
Hard
White
seltzer?
Claws?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Here, if you want liquor in Virginia, you have to go to ABC.
It's
Which
PA
stands
wine
for
and spirit stores.
Yeah, it stands for always be chugging, and you just come in there and you just grab your fucking dope ass alcohol and then just drink.
Yeah, I'm going to
your
have to do
face
some
off.
shopping for Christmas, too.
Mm-hmm.
Pirate Fan Blues. Watch Mason Rudolph throw for 300 yards on 3 touchdowns on Sunday. Then go back to being Mason Rudolph after Christmas because memes. Oh, dude, that'd be brutal for Cincinnati. I mean, Rudolph could sling in college. Problem is he just hasn't been the same since that concussion against Baltimore.
Yeah, or when he got his head fucking bashed in by
Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
Shiv Hennessy, Lions fan here. I'm happy with all the results this week, but I feel like my ass will remain clenched until we clinch a spot.
You're close, man. It's week 16. There's not much to go, okay? Like, there's only 3 weeks left in the season. You're good. You're good.
Yeah, I mean, you
No
pretty
more
much won it.
buys.
It would have to take like a total collapse for you to not make the playoffs. Beating Denver and getting that mojo back was huge for you. Speaking of which, next game, Detroit and Denver. The Denver Hopium might be gone. Like, they just laid a massive egg, and Detroit just piped them. They went back to peak form. Dan Campbell just like pretty much was just yelling at them all week for being fucking shit, and they just went ham. And I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs went ham. David Montgomery went ham. Jared Goff threw for 5 touchdowns, and the Vance Joseph defense looked like it did back in September. And the Broncos' limitations are there. You know, great story coming back for 1-5, but that loss might cost you the playoffs.
Yeah, I think Denver's back down to football hell, which is respectable since they
considering
were
how bad they started. They were a tank bowl contender at the start of the year.
0-4. I mean,
1-5.
Yeah, they're bad. They're bad.
They gave up 70 points in a game.
Brandon we had to have an intervention for him. We had to threaten
it was bad
to not let him watch football anymore. Okay.
And then he got in the hopium, and then we all lose.
I think it's funny too that Brandon does, like, people are like, you're just a YouTuber in your basement. He's literally in his basement.
Yeah, we're all in our basements technically in hindsight.
I mean, I had a little studio. I had the spare bedroom in my house, but now I do from my living room. So all right. If you want to keep reading.
Yeah. Oh, JFK, we didn't skip your chat. We're just way behind. So
yeah, we're so behind right now.
Yeah, we are super behind.
And we don't just treat them. We don't just say, hey, thank you for the super chat. Yeah. We read them all. That's the allure of this show.
I'm trying to see, like,
Saints and Giants. The Giants, Tommy DeVito, Hopium is done.
I think we did miss him. My bad.
Oh, we did miss who?
Yeah, I think there were a couple. Well, the problem is
you run them. I can't.
Yep,
there you go.
I thought I missed one. I know people complain about the refs, but they call back big plays. But how many of those plays were caused by penalties? I'd say it depends. A
ton of times there's a blatant hold that allows that play to happen, or a pick that allows that play to happen. There's so many there's so much cheating that it's just, that's why they call the penalty. It's a lot of the time, not all the time, Clearly in that Kadarius Toney play, him lining up off sides was the difference in that play, because he wouldn't have been where he was if he didn't line up off sides.
Yeah, I mean, that was a fair call. And then Kadarius Toney's flipping out about the bad call, and they never got a chance. Like, dude, you were so off sides, you were in Kansas, brother.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it was legit.
Wait,
good call.
It's 7-1 Jackets now. Jesus. Chick is good. Touchdown,
Rangers
Columbus.
scored. Alexei Lafreniere on the power play. He is having a breakout season.
Looks like that's a redirect by Zibanejad or off a leaf.
He scored his 9th goal of the season, and he's got mad points. Alexei Lafreniere is playing the way that what they thought they were getting.
Yeah, well, sometimes it takes time.
Well, he was
Sometimes it takes
19
time.
when they drafted him. He's only
18,
21.
and he's 21.
18.
I mean,
18.
you at
when
least
they
have that.
drafted
I
him.
mean, Kako, like,
Kako will get there. He just needs to
he's
stay
he's
healthy.
NHL caliber, but the problem is like he's more middle six, third liner right now.
Oh,
So
just wait
that's
till
the
we get Kako and Hedel back. Like, we're missing a lot of our team right now. Okay, missing a lot of our team.
Well, hopefully they won't quit like they did in April.
That's the scary part. That's
buddy.
That's NHL, man. You can't, dude. Panthers went all the way to the finals last year, and then the Golden Knights in their third freaking year, or whatever, fourth year, win the cup. Sixth year. Oh yeah. I can't count. I'm so
Sixth
old.
or seventh.
I
Right.
smoke too much weeds.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I know exactly what you did. That's why you can't think.
I slam my penis in the car door. You slam your penis in the car door.
All right, so the Giants played the Saints for some reason. The Giants are freaking done. Tommy DeVito, he's raised his appearance fee from $10,000 to $20,000. He's no longer doing these podunk little Italian.
But actually, he went for
restaurants.
free this time to make up.
Oh.
So he did go back to that little pizza place.
Oh, okay.
And it's the one where they still do the Coke the old-fashioned way, where they do the syrup and then they stir it in with the carbonated water.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, Tommy
tastes like
DeVito,
shit.
like, as I was saying, he's your Duck Hodges. Like, he's a guy that, is going to come in for a few weeks, be a great folk hero, and then he was just going to get exposed. And a few years from now, you're going to think, like, man, I really love Tom DeVito. I wonder what he's doing right now. He's going to do, like, an Italian food podcast or something.
Yeah, of course.
He's just
like,
going to be like a folk hero.
He's
He's your Duck Hodges.
Well, remember Derek Cope, the NASCAR driver? He won the Daytona 500 when Dale Earnhardt got a flat tire or some shit.
Yeah, like the one game. I mean, he had
he made
career.
he's made his entire living though. Like Derek Cope will still endorse shit. Or Bobby Rahal won an Indy 500 and he made a whole career out of that. Like
He has car dealerships. I mean, Trevor Bain.
Yeah,
Remember
Trevor
him?
Bain. At some point they'll be selling Copperfit or some shit, and you're just like, oh yeah, I remember that guy. They made a whole career out of one thing. So good luck.
This is going to be him. Like in 20 years, he's going to be doing used car commercials like Tommy Cutlass. You got to buy from Cervelli Chevrolet over in Brooklyn, baby.
Ray Katana, luxury cars, huh? All right, I'm a paisano. Okay. The Giants are football hell. We're not going to the playoffs, and we're not getting a high draft pick. We are asked. Yeah. And the Saints are somehow wild
card. And I mean, the NFC is trash.
Wild card at 7-7.
There might be two teams from Tank Division that make the playoffs. That is fucking depressing.
The Browns keep their playoff hopes or their wild card hopes alive,
and they pulled it from the rabbit of their ass again. 5-0 and 3 points or less games, which is like very Steelers-esque. They're pulling out the bullshit, baby, with the elite Joe Flacco
and a dropped Bears Hail Mary.
Well, that one was going to be a tough catch no matter what, because
still it went into his midsection, like it went basically off his balls. The Bears are.
They're technically tanked because they have the Panthers pick. Technically, they'd be football hell, but there was a part of me who was thinking they were going to bullshit their way to a playoff spot because of how soft their schedule is, but they had to win that one, and that's it. So that actually, the sad part is that Hail Mary might cost more than a few people their jobs.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Like, I think Flus might be gone. Mooney might be gone.
Oh, Eberflus.
Getsy might be gone. Fields might be gone. Just because, we have the first overall pick, and, that's just somehow it is.
Why wouldn't you take Caleb Williams? Like, Fields could be traded. Like, you could Baker Mayfield him pretty easily.
But the thing is, he still has value. That's the thing. And the problem with Fields is he's very inconsistent. You see, that one play where he evades pressure because, and then, social media gawks over him, and then he just doesn't do much for the game. And that's the problem with him.
I think he's a backup.
I don't know. And that's the problem. He shows flashes, but the problem is, Sam Darnold showed flashes. Zach Wilson showed flashes. Mac Jones showed flashes. But the problem is flashes only get you a backup role. And the way Bears fans are talking about Justin Fields, that's the same way a lot of Giants fans, including you, talked about Daniel Jones for a long time.
Yeah, I'm not.
That's how we talk about Kenny Pickett.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, I don't mind Justin Fields. I respect the upside, but it's just like, it just doesn't feel like it's just going to work there for whatever reason.
Do you think that that's how the NFL has become, where it's like, if you're questioning whether this guy is any good, he's not the guy, right?
That's the
how many
it
times?
Very rarely does it happen.
Right. How many times has a guy just blossomed in, like, even with Mahomes, right after his first year, people were like, "Oh, this guy's good." Right.
Yeah, but the problem is like Josh Allen had like 2 years, and then Jalen Hurts. Like that's like not really random. Like the only one I can think of is maybe Geno Smith.
But Geno Smith had like a whole career as a backup, and he just came out of nowhere. Like, when has a guy just not guide, and then all of a sudden, like for the team that drafted him, That's
the frustrating part. Like, I don't know what you do. I don't. And I mean, the Bears have a very fascinating offseason coming up. 2 first-round draft picks, a lot of cap space. And I mean, it's an attractive opportunity if they choose to move on from Eberflus.
Yeah, I guess Tua's a good one, Breadmaster.
Well, Tua was different because they had a new coach and they had something that fit his scheme.
Yeah.
Because like Tua has like a scheme style for the West Coast offense. And I figured like he'd do well there just because of his like short and mid-range accuracy. And now he's really thriving because of just that style.
Yep. All right.
So you need something that fits him, like Lamar Jackson. You have an offense to suit him. Like Justin Fields might need an offense to suit him. And the problem is like, is that his limitation, or is there something else there? I don't know. That's the problem.
Falcons and the Panthers, they're both fucking trash. Awful
Arthur
teams.
Smith, and I'm going to say this again, I firmly believe that dude has an intellectual disability. How many times is that dude going to give the ball to Jonnu fucking Smith when you have all this talent around you? Why the fuck are you running the ball in 3rd and long when, I mean, Desmond Ritter's fucking
saving him.
At least try, dude. Jesus.
Taylor Heineke starting next game.
Yeah, but they should have kept playing Taylor Heineke. Desmond Ritter fucking sucks. I mean, at least we could ask questions about Fields. Like, there's no contest about Ritter. That dude fucking sucks. Get him out of there. He is garbage. Actually, you know what? Justin Fields, Atlanta. There you go. Have fun.
Mm-hmm.
They are trash. And I had that team winning the division. I thought they could. They should be winning the division.
They should.
But, yeah. Arthur
Actually,
Smith and
Atlanta would very gladly take Justin Fields.
Oh, dude, he's already an immediate upgrade over Ritter.
Yeah. And they're not going to really have a high draft pick, right?
Probably top 10, maybe.
Yeah, they're not going to.
Which they're probably going to waste on a skill position player they don't use.
They're not going to get one of the coveted.
Yeah, they're going to draft Romeo Dunze, and they're probably going to put him on the bench for Kadero Hodge and Matt Collins.
They've got to fire Arthur Smith. This guy is not a good coach.
He's garbage. He's like he's like Freddie Kitchens. Team.
None of his decisions make any sense. Like,
yeah,
he's a Brandon Staley. He's just a fucking hack.
Well, the problem is like they get masked by issues, and like and Arthur Smith, like I was kind of on him maybe, but at the same time I gave him a shot. But at the same time, he has not evolved at all. It's like Anthony Lynn with the Chargers. Remember, you think like, oh, okay, it could be something, and then like his final year's like, yeah, this dude sucks. Get him out of here.
Yeah, and what was crazy about Anthony Lynn is that you could just point directly at his decision making as the reason why they lost. Like, because it was all those 1-score games where it was
and then
him,
like he would like run the ball out of like a no huddle at the end of a half, and
or he would call a timeout when the clock was running and he had a lead.
Yes.
Stupid shit. Right. All right, let's get through some supers, or we're gonna be here all night.
God's butt monkey. This week's random NFL player from the past, Trung candidate, the former St. Louis Ram.
Yeah. Former Georgia Bulldog, I believe.
Also, is A. Smith now the worst coach in the NFL with Staley finally gone? Ooh. I mean, he makes a really good argument there because I know McDaniels was one. He's gone. Staley's gone.
Staley's gone.
I'm trying to think who else is like really just like bad. I mean, Eberflus.
Eberflus is really bad.
Like he's down the bottom. I mean, like I'm trying to think who else is really there like right now. I mean,
Rivera's pretty bad.
Yeah, Ron's cooked. I mean,
yeah,
you can make the argument that even Tomlin and Belichick are cooked right now just because of how everything's gone with them. Even though they are Hall of Famers, but still, it's like things are falling apart for them.
Belichick's problem is personnel, and then, of course, it's his fault that it's the personnel. So like, yeah. Anyways,
so like, I mean, it happens to everyone. That's the problem.
Dennis Allen is
Dennis Allen's a good one. Bowles is even one too. I think they're
but
winning
Bowles,
just because of its spite.
Yeah,
but that's the thing. Like, he's the best coach in the NFC South, and it's fucking.
I know they're in first place. How can you call Bowles? Okay, keep reading.
Because that division shit. David Lim, Merry Christmas to you all, dude. Merry Christmas to you all, brother, too. Merry Christmas, David. Spare a thought for those that have to work, including police, firefighters, doctors, NBA players, Niners, Chiefs, Eagles, etc. Dude, I used to work Christmases. I used to work Thanksgivings and Christmases, restaurants and radio.
Yeah, I remember I worked at Blockbuster Video on Christmas one day, and I said I would never work on Christmas Day again. I never have.
Did you at least get overtime pay, bonus pay for that shit?
Yeah, you get time and a half, but still.
Yeah, but still, it's
actually now I think I work on Christmas every year now.
Well, I think that's what we all do. Like,
well, I mean, if you're in YouTube, like it's not work. I mean, yes, it's work. It is
like
work,
I'm gonna have to work on Christmas sports ball.
Yeah, you love working, so it's not bad. It's just like to me, I wouldn't go and punch a clock though on Christmas Day. That seems.
Oh, of course not. Like it's not the same as it was unless I'm getting paid big money. Yeah. Jared Oberfeld, Giants fans should blame their local government for running the city into the ground and losing Ohtani instead of the team. Oh, dude, San Francisco's a mess. But that's just a combination of things. Like COVID wrecked their business district like entirely. Like that's the issue.
The way they handled it.
The problem with San Francisco is like their cost of living is ridiculous because a lot of like NIMBYs just don't want to build vertically. They build.
Yeah, they won't let anyone build vertically because they don't want to have their city views blocked. And
it's like, oh no, I want my nice posh view. It's like, yeah, no wonder why. That's why your city's going to fucking shit.
Yeah, in New York, they're like, hey, we're putting a building here, eh? Yeah, we're putting a building here. In San Francisco, they're like, oh, don't ruin my. If there's a building there, it's ruin my property value. Fuck you.
Right.
Whatever.
That's how it is. It's just all this
Yimby
stupid shit.
It's like my backyard.
It's like HOA bullshit.
Yeah.
The Luis Dragoon. It's funny that Matt Patricia is now the Eagles DC, since the Eagles won a Super Bowl facing off against the Matt Patricia defense. That deserves a penis slam in the car door. Oh, you know what? For solidarity, get a pen or a pencil and put it right under your ear for this glorious occasion.
I slam my penis in the car door. You slam your penis in the car door.
Papers got to be laminated too, FYI.
Yes, you have to laminate.
Christopher Brickner, the Bears forgot about fourth quarter Joe Flacco in the dog pound. No one has mastered fourth quarter comebacks in the dog pound like Flacco, and he's only now on the Browns. I mean, that's the thing. Like, Joe Flacco giveth, and the Joe Flacco taketh away.
The legend of Joe lives on.
Yep. Jared Froman Lions went out, and they get the 2 seed. I mean, potentially.
So they control some of their destiny.
Deech, how fraudulent is Baltimore? I mean, honestly, like their issue with Baltimore is they have a hard time finishing football games. It's always been their stereotype, but they are probably the most complete team in the AFC. Like, if they achieve their potential, so it's their division to lose, and that's the problem. That's what worries me because we said the same thing in 2019, and they shit the bed. So you never know. Christopher Brickner, Joe Flacco, the cause of and solution to all the Browns' problems, and he doesn't cost you $235 million.
Yeah.
God's butt monkey. I experienced a rare moment of happiness last Friday as a longtime Chargers fan. It was like a mini vacation from hell. Now it's time to resume the pain. So my question is, how is the Spanos family going to fuck this up now? Like, are they going to bring in Bill Belichick?
That's the rumor. I mean, you put Belichick with Herbert, I think you could make things happen, dude.
Well, if you solidify the defense and they'll bring in Belichick's boys. Detroit fans, Alsar Thompson is first year playing for the Pistons. That was the guy you were wondering about.
Yeah. Alsar.
Christopher Brickner, we got 2 Flaccos for the price of 1. The bad turnover-prone Flaccos in quarters 1 and 3, and the elite accurate Flacco in quarters 2 and 4.
Boy, they pulled that game out of their ass, dude.
Yeah, I mean, Chicago's not a strong opponent, but I was surprised Cleveland won it.
Listen, Browns are going to the playoffs, man. That's crazy. I mean they should have.
They're guaranteed now.
Yeah. They should have because of Watson, but now they're going because of Flacco.
The
Crazy.
problem I have is I think they're a one and done just because of how wrecked they are on the injury front.
Yeah,
they're down 3 tackles, but like multiple quarterbacks. Nick Chubb, their defense is getting wrecked. Delpit's on IR, Thornhill's out. They're down a few linebackers. Maurice Hurst is out. Ogboro Korankwo's out. Like they're just Myles Garrett's been dealing with ailment. Like they're just hurting.
Garrett's like 75%. It's not good.
Zadarius Smith, I think, got hurt in the last game too. So that's the problem. It's just like even when they win, they somehow are cursed.
Yeah, if they were healthy, they'd be dangerous. They could be like.
I mean, Deshaun would find a way to fuck it up.
Yeah.
Graf von Tirol. Imagine a nightmare scenario where the Steelers get soon-to-be ex-Iowa OC Brian Ferentz. No, here's what's going to happen. They're going to get Mark Whipple because he was Kenny Pickett's coordinator when he had his best year at Pitt. Just watch that happen. It's going to be something stale like that. Or they promote from within some cheap candidate. I know exactly how this is going to go. Cool Brew, I live for the Matt Patricia slander. Thanks, guys. How is he still in the NFL? Dude, it's because it's a who-you-know industry. That's all it is. That's why Joe Judge still has a job. I think Adam Gase probably has a job somewhere.
Joe Judge, yeah, he's got a job with the Patriots.
With the Patriots. He's back with the Patriots. Josh McDaniels will be back for the Patriots, too. Staley will get a job, too. I mean, Freddie Kitchens, as bad as he was as a head coach, he still has a job.
McDaniels might follow Big Belichick sent to L.A. and be his OC. You never know.
Well, actually, Adam Gase hasn't returned, so he's still empty. So actually, Adam Gase is gone, which is good. I mean, he should be sitting in a bar next to me if I'm drinking alone. So whatever. Matthew Ramirez, question for both of you: what, in your opinion, was Tom Brady's most impressive Super Bowl win? Got to be 28-3, right?
Yeah, 51. I mean, that comeback was he knuckled down and got it done like that. He was really good in that game. Unfortunately, he was also really good in the first one against the Rams. He was pretty clutch there. But overall, I mean, there's so many to choose from. But 28-3 for sure because, it was impressive in that.
And Christopher Brickner, Kevin Stefanski is the first Browns coach with multiple winning seasons since Marty Schottenheimer in the late '80s. Think about that.
Think about it.
Yeah, that does sound about it. Just think about it. Think about it. That one guy, I miss Kirk. Also, the Chiefs receivers are still trash. I want Kadarius Toney to Denver or something so we can sabotage them instead.
But you have nobody else. You have.
I mean, Rashee Rice. Rashee Rice has been pretty good. I'm trying to think what else. Justin Ross is coming back, but Sky Moore's on IR. Kelsey can only do so much. Valdez-Scantling is trash. Kadarius Toney has no hands. And I think he's more interested in bashing Giants fans. Samuel Martinez for 5 from 10th, last place in week 11 to semifinal in week 16. Well done, man. Overachieving so far. Now I'm thinking on starting Barkley. Y'all's prediction on 49ers Ravens. That's going to be a hell of a game. I think San Fran pulls it out.
Yeah, I think you're going to see who the top dog in all of this is in that game, and that's like a possible Super Bowl preview. So
I think so. Christopher Brickner, week 15, Broncos got mauled by Lions on a safari. Vikings got eaten by Bengals while hunting, and a bunch of Cowboys were trampled by a herd of buffalo.
Yeah.
War Thunder, dude. The Eagles make me want to drink, but at least I graduate college tomorrow. That's a good reason to drink.
Hey,
congratulations
man.
Christopher Brickner, in the wild, a group of male dolphins will isolate a female and forcibly mate with her. And like Miami, Raiders were inspired by this for the Chargers.
What?
Oh, dude, the Dolphins will just mate with anybody in general. That's why Aaron Rodgers listens to sounds of dolphins mating. TBK Music, glad Jordan Love looks good. Wish they'd fire Joe Barry, though. Oh, apparently that's never happening. Vanilla Joe Barry, he's your Matt Canada.
Vanilla Joe.
Kaiser and Gilroy. Will Clickbait Sports be having an eggnog drowning session after every team lost? Meanwhile, I have my feet up hoping the Niners clinch the 1 seed. Joyeux Noel, you crazy kids. Thanks for the laughs, dude. Thank you.
You're welcome,
Merry Christmas and Joyeux Noel to you as well.
Gosh, we're so far behind on Supers.
Oh, dude, exactly. That's what happens when we have all the fun. Zerthos 16. Looks like we're sneaking up Slowly, yep, tank bowl. Well, I hope New England and Carolina. So we have 2 tank bowls. Giants, Commanders.
Oh yeah,
sorry,
that's gonna be good.
we have
No.
No. We have I'm trying to think what else. Raiders. No, I know it's Cardinals and Bears. That's one. And then I want to say
Cardinals
Patriots
and
Commanders.
Bears.
And Patriots Commanders.
And then I thought that already happened. Sorry.
No, I don't think that happened.
The Patriots, no.
Thought they were playing the Commanders. I know somebody's playing the
No,
Commanders.
Cowboys play the Commanders.
Oh, wait, it's Patriots Jets.
Yeah, Pats Jets.
So
on
it's the
January
Bill
7th.
Belichick special where he just pegs the Jets.
Yep, he pegs them again. Yes, that might determine it because the Panthers and Buccaneers play. And the
Panthers, and then they play the
have
Jags,
Jaguars.
and then
They're not
I
gonna
think
win
they
that
have
game.
the Saints.
And then the Packers and the Panthers play. The Panthers might upset the Packers. Who knows? Anyways. All right.
And Deech for 20. On a scale of 1 to absolute collapse, how screwed are the Ravens next week against the Niners? I said collapse. I did not mean to say that. It's just
Okay.
messed
They're
up with the tongue.
racist against Asian
Okay,
people.
whatever.
Get
You
it.
know what? If I
get it.
want to do that, then you know what? Then punch me in the face.
I can
I
say
mean,
correct.
I wouldn't say they're screwed. I'd say they're more like a 3 or a 4. I think like they're going to play them hard.
Yeah, they will. Play them hot.
Key is just hope nobody gets injured. Tigrex Walker, how do the Canucks have the second best record waiting for the collapse? That's simple. Offense has come around. Brock Besser's been really good. Elise Patterson's been really good. Thatcher Demko's playing out of his mind, and they're PDO merchants. Like, analytically, they are just humming like a bird. I don't know how long it's going to keep happening like that, but, I mean, they live and die by Thatcher Demko, and Thatcher Demko's playing well. And Luke Posey, just wanted to say thank you guys for all your hard work. Hope Detroit can win at least 3 out of the next 4 for the 2 seed. Thank you, Seattle. Definitely, man. I mean, you'll get the playoffs. Like, you're pretty much all but guaranteed. So just focus on that. Win your division. Wherever the fault cards lie, so be it. Just thank God you don't have to play Philly or Dallas. Samuel Martinez, 3 and 5 points about the girls y'all dated. Were they fans of your teams or were they not into sports? I dated one who was a Cowboys fan and I a 49ers.
At least she was into football, you know. Like of all the girls that I've dated, one is an ex-Browns fan because she's actually the one that I dated the longest was the biggest sports nut. She's a Clippers fan. She's an ex-Browns fan because of Deshaun Watson. And then most of them don't care. Another girl was a Falcons fan, and I just made fun of her the whole time. Like, I just constantly made fun of her, and it was very pleasurable for me to just be like, "You're an idiot." Like, and that's about it. The girls I've dated lately, though, none of them have been sports fans, which is kind of refreshing. It's like it's not a deal breaker.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
The problem is
It's
like
not
we're
pressure
so
for
immersed
me.
in sports that you don't have to talk about it.
I don't really care. Like, my thing with dating is like I don't really care if we're into the same things. Like, as long as we're like kind of on the same page with food, like if we agree on cilantro, that's like a big deal. And like other than that, like we don't have to like the same things. We just have to appreciate each other and be fans of each other. Like that's about it.
Exactly.
Like,
That's the
don't
key.
even
Like,
care.
I mean,
like they don't have to
like-
check off every fucking box except for in the bedroom. That's it.
yeah. Oh yeah, like that's also the key. The girlfriend, like my girlfriends have like not really been football fans. They're more hockey and or baseball
Really?
fans.
Okay.
Like
well,
mostly
you live in
hockey.
Yinsburg.
They're like puck
so,
bunnies
yeah.
with the Penguins.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And they said like, the Tang.
Sidney Crosby.
No, it's Letang.
That's how you
Letang
are.
is
Oh,
the
they love
heartthrob.
Chris Letang.
Yeah, he's got that long hair and that style. They love Letang.
Yeah, the Rangers don't really have a pretty boy.
And then Malkin's just like the rando who pops in
Yeah.
and then you date him for the money.
Yeah, Evgeny Malkin. All right, keep going.
Incheon DM, the Vikings have had a season die 4 times and are still in line for the wild card. What this team could do if it wasn't so fucking injured. You'd have
Yeah.
at least 2 or 3 more wins if you had Kirk Cousins.
Hey, you've got to give O'Connell credit. He's coached, dude. He's coached really well, honestly.
Well, Chase Coyote, thoughts on the Coyotes this season? They're about where I expected them to be. They're rebuilding. They're an outside playoff chance. And I mean, I don't think Michael Carcone is going to keep doing what he's doing, but otherwise it's good progress, at least to me. So they're doing all right. An inch on DM. Also, how about them Cowboys? An NPR Brock Purdy MVP race fun fact. He is dead last in pass attempts among QBs who have not missed a game. Well, that's because they're efficient as hell.
Yeah,
And
but
he's like
number one in pass yards. Like he's like number one in almost every category. He just does it with less attempts. He's
exactly
efficient.
That's the key. That's actually a good thing that it's fewer attempts. Because usually if they have so many attempts, it means they either don't run the ball or they're playing from behind all the time. That's what happened with Roethlisberger in 18. So it's like, oh, he had led the league in pass yards because they never ran the ball. They had the most attempts by like 50 times. James Amadei, Notre Dame had 16 second half points. They're bad. Oh, in the NBA or college basketball?
College basketball. Yeah.
Woof.
Horrible.
And that one guy was nobody considering Lamar for MVP.
Yeah.
That's also an opportunity. I mean, he's probably AFC MVP.
Yeah, he's already won one, so, I mean, he could.
I mean, he's 119. He'll probably win it again. I mean, Tua was up there, too, for a bit. Although
there's always that early season candidate.
Mahomes was up there because, he's Mahomes. Yeah. Josh Allen, he's always up there, but I think he turns the ball over too much, so it's... Yeah.
He's had some bonehead.
And Luke Posey.
Purdy does everything right, dude.
Yep.
Anyways.
P.S. Etri, I need to make you a Pistons video. JFK, yep, this is the one I mentioned about skipping the chat. Sorry about that again, brother. Yeah. Sometimes I miss him. I fuck up. So I try to look sometimes. It's hard to blend in with each other. Ruben Lozano is a Texans fan. I can gladly say suck it, Bud Adams. Oh. The petty job failed.
Yeah.
Christopher Brickner, Steelers go 1-7 to end the year. Would you do a vid? I mean, I'm thinking about it. Yenzer's manifested. It's because you've been running in the same carousel for 5 years, maybe longer.
Collapse.
Nothing's changed. And this is technically the fourth collapse in 6 years. 18, 20, I think 19, and then 23. Maybe like a little bit of 22 too. Not really, though, because you started out bad that year. The Poke Map, what is more stupid? The Browns can still win the AFC North. Yeah, that is pretty stupid. Unown the questioning. After yesterday, I have no faith in the Eagles right now. Clearly first-round exits. You think Matt Patricia was the solution for the defense?
I don't know. I don't know if they're first-round exit. I don't know.
It depends. They're probably going to be playing either the 7th seed or an NFC South division winner. Yep.
All right, let's go Buccaneers, Packers. Packers, you blew it back. Packers are in football hell.
Joe Barry. Vanilla Joe Barry. They had a golden opportunity the last 2 weeks, and they shit the bed. And now Packers fans, you at least have your quarterback, but at the same time, your defense fucking sucks, and it's got to be Vanilla Joe Barry.
The Jets get shut out.
They really think Aaron Rodgers was going to come back to that? 3 yards of offense before the second half ends, 4 yards in the second half.
Trash.
Zach Yard's pretty much trade bait.
Yeah.
And the sad part is I think Joe Douglas and Robert Saleh might be sacrificial lambs for this.
You got to bring Saleh back. You got to bring Saleh back.
Like,
you got to see what he can do.
They were held hostage by Aaron Rodgers, and they didn't have Aaron Rodgers. Like, they wished on a monkey's paw.
You got to bring him back just to see.
You never know, man. I mean, you never know. They'll cite like the failure quarterback as a reason why that. I think he is a good coach. The problem is, I think he's going to be used as a scapegoat.
Chiefs, Patriots. This one was like the most boring, easy win for the Chiefs. The Chiefs are back to Super Bowl.
No, they're not Super Bowl. Put them in division.
Or divvy. And the Patriots.
Yeah, I mean, until they solve their wide receiver rows, they are not a Super Bowl.
Yeah, you're right.
And the Patriots are gunning for Drake May.
Texans have a huge win over the Titans. That was a big pull for them. They're going to the playoffs. Yeah.
I mean, there's still a chance they might not, but they're in a 3-way tie for the AFC South Division lead.
Yeah.
And that was a huge win because no Stroud, you think, oh, they're done. But, I mean, they pulled it out with no wide receivers, no Nico Collins, no Tank Dell.
Yeah, Tank Dell is a big loss. I think he's done for the
Nico
season.
Collins is too.
Yeah. Gosh. And then the Titans are football hell.
Yep, they are football hell, officially eliminated.
And then the Niners are Super Bowl contenders.
Oh, they're hardcore
beat
Super
up
Bowl.
On the
Arizona. They are Tank Bowl. Arizona's Tank Bowl. You're either looking at maybe edge or defensive tackle or I don't know, maybe Marvin Harrison Jr. if the cards lie. But honestly, they might trade down. I think it might be easier for them because they've got so many holes that Marvin Harrison Jr. isn't going to fix it.
And then Washington.
They are Panthers trash. They are trash.
They're not even in contention. And then LA.
They're wild card. They're wild card. They're the 7th seed.
Gosh, how are they?
They are the 7th seed. They are mid, but at the same time, like
so
Sam Howell got
sauced.
benched in that game, and Ron Rivera's pretty much cooked.
They're so.
Now the question is, what do you do with Sam Howell? Because like he's shown flashes, but once again, it's flashes. He turns the ball over way too much. Like he is a famous Jameis right now. Unless he fixes it, he's doomed to be a spot starter.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're back to the supers.
Yeah, buddy. MRX Gaming. NFC South is history. NASCAR might be going to Amazon Prime. And how the hell did Washington sneak into the college playoffs? Bowl mania begins.
I don't know. Let's go. Let's go college football.
Ooh, bear down 626. I wanted to hear your opinion on this. I think Fields is great, but I'm more worried that even if we get Caleb, we'll ruin him. It depends on your coaching. That's more or less. Because, I mean, I don't think they really handled Fields well because they tried to make him into a traditional pocket passer, and that's just not his game.
Well, he's had 2 coaches, right? He had Nagy.
Yeah, Nagy that
Eberflus
first year, and then
is so
Eberflus.
bad.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, that got to – do you go after Jim Harbaugh?
Ooh.
I mean, do you think he'll be free? Or do you
I think
go after Ben Johnson?
Harbaugh wants to stay at Michigan. Like, I don't.
Or
think
do they
Harbaugh
go
wants
for
to
Lincoln
come back to
Riley
the
and just
NFL.
think like, you know what? He's going to help
What happened?
Caleb Williams.
I don't know. Maybe it's a package deal. You know.
I don't know. You never know.
What
As I said, like
happened?
the Bears can go a lot of different ways here, and it is probably one of the more fascinating off seasons coming up. And then if they have a good offseason, then you can start talking shit. Christopher Brickner, Browns fan. The Browns could still lose this game to the Bears. Kid, Dad, the game ended 3 days ago. They won. Browns fan. They could still blow it. Oh, dude, if they gave up that Hail Mary, that's instantly like bottom 10, bottom 5 in painful losses. Like that was just that's a gut punch. That's a gut punch for the Bears, too. We're being honest. Fade for 5. Worst part about the Steelers game was checking the Penguins game afterwards. Yes. Yes. 4-0 at the end of the first. I'm like, fuck it. We're done.
Yeah, that's awful.
And I think I just.
Oh, the Rangers win.
I think it's like 2-1 in the second intermission. I think they haven't won yet. Phantom Observer for 7
End
Canadians.
of second, yes.
Yep. So which NFL team does a good job of developing a QB straight from the draft? Ooh. Well, I mean, the Packers right now. But you never know.
Only the Packers. They're the only team that knows how to develop a quarterback.
Well, because they actually let them sit.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, that's why I figured they had to let go of Aaron Rodgers. That's like, you have to figure out what you have in Jordan Love. And you figured it out. You have something. Isaac Foote. Gents, I think the NHL needs a division redo. Send Detroit back to the Central. Send New York, New Jersey teams to Atlanta. Send Nashville, Tampa Bay, Florida teams to, or you mean Atlantic, to the Metro. Toronto should not play Tampa Bay. Dude, Detroit's never going to go back to the West.
No.
Like Nashville would love to go to the East. Detroit is never, ever going back to the West.
No, they got to be in
Columbus.
East. Yeah. Can you believe that when they won all those cups, they were the Western?
Yep.
Yeah, when they had the Larionov and anyways.
Christopher Brickner, how did the Bears lose that game? Low Bears. I mean, the offense got shut down and Joe Flacco broke the defense. That's what happened.
They find it.
Best part of the Kadarius Toney trade is that it can't be a failure for the Chiefs because Toney was crucial to them winning the Super Bowl. Yep, the punt return. It's funny.
I hate it.
And Fade, not going to lie, it's sad seeing Kenny Pickett being outplayed by backups like Flacco and others. Burns me out, to be honest. That's the problem, though. Like, he's like a low-impact quarterback. He's like more like a Teddy Bridge or an Alex Smith or a Tannehill or a Derek Carr. Like, he's a guy who shows flashes, but he hasn't taken that next step. And I don't know if it's coordinator or it's him or just he gets very skittish in the pocket. That's the problem. And I don't know if he's going to break that. That's the main concern for me. And Sessmeister, happy Festivus to you guys. Happy Festivus to you too, brother. Is this the year of the backup quarterback? We don't know, but close. You never know. Ooh, watching that Seahawks game made my lumbago act up. But 12th man camp. Yeah, oh, dude, that's cardiac arrest galore. Dane B. You know what? If Myles Garrett is saying that Joe Flacco is elite, then I'll agree with him. Dude, if he's winning for you right now, he is elite. And the Jets could have had him. Matthew Ramirez, which Brady win was more shocking? Putting up 350 yards and 4 TDs against the Legion of Boom or 31-9 Mahomes and the Chiefs in year one of Tampa Bay? Well, Tampa Bay had like a dominant defense that year, if I remember correctly. So I'd probably say the Legion.
People forget about how good he was in that other Super Bowl too. Like, but that was more the Seahawks blowing that game. I mean, Brady, obviously they scored 28 points. They scored 4 touchdowns, but like that, the Seahawks blew it. They blew it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that game was about Malcolm Butler. It wasn't about Tom Brady. Like they were fully prepared to lose that game.
Yep. Each for 25. Out of these 4 backup QBs, how would you rank Flacco, Browning, Tommy Cutlets, and Mint Chew? Well, right now, I'd probably go
Browning's 1, Minshew 2, Flacco 3, and Tommy Cutlets is the worst.
Tommy Cutlets.
I just don't think he's that good. And plus, the problem is the Giants' offensive line as a unit is so bad. Like you don't really know. I mean, I don't really know how good he is. And honestly, he's been sacked so many times.
High end talent happened for Toronto. Tie game at 2. We knew that was coming.
Yeah. This is hopefully
like that's all Toronto is. They are high end talent. The team. It's fucking hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Toro McJohnson for 2. Who's ready for Keenum versus Flacco this Sunday? Oh, the flashback to 2014-15. Oh, what a great day. 2017, I think. Zortho 16. I'm also not looking forward to this Christmas game, Jets versus Commanders. Dude, that is a brilliant tank bowl. Fuck you. That's who I was thinking of. Time to get my Advil Tylenol ready for this game. Getting my beer ready. Dude, that is a fine tank bowl. Bear down 626. Think you missed mine, but I get your Fields point. We didn't miss yours. We were just way behind.
Yeah.
So we got yours earlier, I think, brother. Mm-hmm. But I get your Fields point, but I worry that even if we get Caleb, I think we'll probably ruin him. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, we'll ruin his ass.
As I said, it depends on your coach.
You'll ruin him.
More or less.
Yeah.
You never know.
Find a way.
You never know.
It's Chicago, you ruin quarterbacks.
You never know, man. I mean, they talked about how the Chiefs didn't draft anybody. They always talked about how certain franchises ruin quarterbacks for a long time, and sometimes you get it together. You never know. They talked about Tampa Bay ruining quarterbacks for a long time. Mm-hmm. Remember back in the 70s and 80s after Doug Williams? Oh, dude, it was bad. I hope that the Eagles look across the state and realize that they need to be willing to fire coordinators and the coach if he wants. They already did that 2020. They fired Dougie P.
Mm-hmm. They got rid of Dougie. And Dougie kind of fucked up in that Ravens game at the end of half, having Lawrence throw to the sideline, didn't even get out of bounds. That was bad.
Yep.
It was really bad.
Fade, if you were to draft anyone this upcoming NFL draft, who would it be? For our teams? Ooh. I'll have to look up the draft, I would say.
If the Giants had a top 3 pick, I'd say Caleb Williams. But, I mean, Daniel Jones is clearly not the answer, guys. So.
Well, Daniel Jones, you're stuck for 40 minutes.
He's a low-end starter. That's
probably
the problem. Bring him back, yeah.
Well, you can't. Well, you have a.
He'll get hurt again.
There's no way.
He'll get hurt again. Whatever.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Deech for 10. Who do you think will win the Central Division in the Western Conference? Colorado, Dallas, or Winnipeg? I say Dallas. Colorado.
I like Colorado. Second. I like Colorado there. So.
And then the final one, we're almost done. eHarmony. Late to the party, but thoughts on the FSU snub in college football? They can't fool the best teams argument when Notre Dame was there in the past.
I think they're better than Texas. I don't think Texas should be there, but Texas has won losses to Alabama, and Alabama beat Georgia, and then and Washington lost a game. It's incestuous. But I thought I don't know.
I think they just need to go to 8. They shouldn't go to 12. But
yeah, they should go to 8 for sure.
Because you wouldn't have that issue. You'd have Florida State, you'd have USC, you'd have Oregon. You'd have Ohio State, and you'd have Georgia. You have those 4, and nobody would be complaining.
Mm-hmm. I think Georgia just fucked everything up by losing to Alabama. Because if Georgia would have beat Alabama, then Texas doesn't get in,
and probably Florida State gets in,
and then Florida State gets in. So. Anyways, all right, let's rank these last 3 and call it a night.
Yeah, buddy.
The Cowboys and the Bills, are the Cowboys fraudulent?
The problem is they're bad on the road and they got mauled in the trenches. That's the real problem I have. The Bills played probably like the most complete game they played in a long time. Really stifling defense. James Cook was outstanding. They didn't do much with the pass, but they didn't need to be completely honest.
The Bills have 9 lives, man. Their season's been done a couple times. Now they're
it's been
kind of
squarely. You never know. I mean,
Yeah.
Now you're in jockeying for position right now.
So Ravens are Super Bowl contender. Jaguars are division, but like kind of just
but the Jags are in deep panic mode. I mean, their offense is very inconsistent, and I mean very inconsistent.
And then the last game of the night, the
Eagles
blew it.
Fucking Eagles. Yeah, you know what the Eagles did? I know exactly what the fucking Eagles did, dude.
I slam my penis in the car door. You slam your penis in the car door.
And then the Seahawks are wild card. So we got
they saved it.
Pretty interesting week 16 here, or week 15 finals. Like, well, we'll see how it goes. All right. Do you have any final thoughts?
Well, I mean, honestly, guys, it's been a very interesting 2023. A lot of highs, a lot of lows for both of us if you've been here. I want to wish you all Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Ramadan, Merry Festivus to and whatever you celebrate out there, even if it's nothing. Hope you spend a lot of time with friends and family. I'm going to be honest here. Like, I thank you all for coming here, listen to us ramble and deal with our bullshit and our terrible tech and our rambling and dead air and chairs. And honestly, I appreciate each and every one of you. And honestly, let's kick ass in 2024. Take care, guys.
Yep. I wish you all a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah. I should know when Hanukkah is, but I don't.
I think Hanukkah already finished.
Over.
I think that was like a couple days ago.
I know. The Jewish side of my family was like, "Oh, Happy Hanukkah." I'm like, "Oh, what?" Don't ask.
Like the sad part is, I knew when Hanukkah was, and you don't.
Ever.
Dude,
well, I'm the worst
Jew
Jew ever. Yeah. Well, I'm just saying. But that's why we get demonetized here. Yeah, it's been a crazy year. It was the worst year of my life. It was the best year of my life. And you guys were here the whole time, and you supported me, and you supported us, and I appreciate it. I appreciate every dono, all the mods, deleting all the spam, all the chats, all the questioning of my takes, all the agreements with my takes, all the laughs. We've been here for each other, and we're going to continue to do it in 2024. So let's kick some.
Honestly, I don't even care about the donos or all that. I'm just happy these guys are here.
No, yeah, I am happy, but you know,
I mean, as long as
I'm grateful for all the donos.
I'm surprised they throw money, but I'm just like, honestly, like if they didn't throw anything, I'd be like, fuck you, fuck, I love you.
I'm surprised they throw anything but insult.
Exactly. I thought they'd be like, you owe us $5 for doing this shit. Go fuck yourself, man.
We keep losing money. It's like,
yeah, it's like you owe me $10. You fucking shit. That's why I watch this program. It's like, oh no, $50. It's like a $100. Like you owe me $100. It's like, fuck you.
And
then I gotta bring out the Jeebus because it's like, please save me, Jeebus. I'm in debt. They're gonna foreclose my house.
Please save me. All right, we love y'all. Happy.
We got a few more. We got a few more here.
We got some last minutes.
Yep. Curls plays. I still have nightmares about Super Bowl 49. We should have ran it. Man, I miss the Legion of Boom. I love Seattle, but they have no right being in the NFC playoff race. I'm out. Dude, a lot of NFC teams don't have a right. Saints don't have a right to be there. The Vikings don't have a right to be there. Rams are mid. It's just every other team in the NFC sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, big hurt. They did re-sign Kutch. So we're good, man.
Yeah. 1 year, $5 million.
Yep. Dame B for 5. Favorite Twitter moment. People tweeting at Joe Staley saying he should be fired as the Chargers head coach.
Joe Staley. Not Brandon Staley, just Joe Staley.
And the cardiac kids are back.
Yeah. All right. We love y'all. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Kwanzaa. All those holidays.
We will see you next Tuesday, I think.
Yeah.
I think.
Is that Christmas Day? No.
Well, day after Christmas. I have a Christmas party that day, so I'll keep it in the air. So I'll do my best to make it, though, man.
Yeah. Okay. And we might even take that off if we can.
Yeah. As I said, we can do a Wednesday.
Oh, I have a date on Wednesday.
Okay.
I have a hot date.
Well, do what you got to do, man.
Oh,
all right.
God.
You know what you got to do. I hope you get your dick wet, 5. You fucking man.
No, it's too early for that. I'm taking this
okay,
one really
I'm
slow. I
right,
wanna. I like this girl now. So
whatever you say.
Well, I mean, I'm trying not to.
Dude, you've been saying this for like 3 months. Like, man, I really like this girl.
I know, and then I get dumped or I hate
she's
her.
super hot. Like, we need a
Yeah,
bingo
it's the
list of
same
everything
story.
you say about girls.
It's the same
man.
story every time. It's like, oh, she's super hot, she's super cool, and then the next thing you know, either
And then it's like, this
I
girl's a
dump her,
fucking bitch.
or-
She dumped me. And then it's like, she
or
ghosted me.
she went crazy. She goes crazy. She gets obsessed with it. She clings too fast, and I'm like, ugh. Or I get ghosted, or they just tell me straight up that I suck. So it's.
I mean,
it is what it is.
People tell me straight up that I suck too, so I get it. Yeah, I mean,
You gotta live your life. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
buddy.
We love y'all. See you next week.